Of my shell-woven shield, otters! Bash! Are you Richie the Nimble Chipmunk? You don't really look like a chipmunk. I'm sorry, Pa! We were supposed to get a new worker here today. If you aren't Richie, is this your first time at the orchard? If that's the case, can I try to pitch the orchard to you? Yes, Pa! This is the one and only Euless Citron Orchard located at the bottom of the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Let me give you a bit of background on our orchard. The seeds used here came from across the sea, Pa! From the secret Euless warehouse on Papu Aurora. Thanks to our loving care and delicate handling, they were able to grow to fruition. Then they're packaged according to the Abet's strict guidelines. I forgot the rest! Anyways, our customer satisfaction is currently at 300%. And over there is rumored to be a scary place haunted by a ghost. So, remember to steer clear. We also have strawberries we brought over in secret. And if you want some citron seeds for your farm, talk to our friendly Moslin. What do you think? I'm gonna be presenting this in Dragon soon. It's the first time I've ever seen a fox like you, Pa.
You look pretty, interesting yourself.
Come, we've been waiting for you, Pa! Where did you get your outfit from? It's so pretty.
Thanks.
This den of incessant harpies.
Oh, I didn't know we had guests. And Lando, it's good to see you in such good spirits.
Old man Charbonneau asked me to deliver this to you. It's about Prince Barhan.
Well then, I'll prepare us some tea inside. Take your time, though. Look around. Come in when you're ready.
I'll save my eardrums the screeching and wait outside.
Oh, it's the first time I've ever seen a fox like you, Pa.
Aren't our little Papu friends so adorable? And the dwarves, such a reliable people. It may seem like just a simple citron orchard now, but this was the birthplace of Prince Barhan's mother, Queen Maruman. I was Maruman's... No, her Hillsworn name was Baram. Throughout our childhood, we were the closest of friends. My closest friend, Baram. The queen of a kingdom, Maruman. However, she was once the shaman's heir and walked the path of prophecy. Then, one day, she suddenly ceded her position to Invish and was secretly wed in a marriage of state.
Huh? But doesn't being heir to the shaman also make marriage a big no-no? Are you saying she broke the law?
She said it was an agreement between nations, but Ailton is too small to be called a nation, don't you think? She said little else on the topic. Her stance was that this was one of the trials on her path of prophecy. King Torme falling in love with her. Her being whisked away to the desert kingdom, Valencia. Though she did promise to return to the Mountain of Eternal Winter once she has completed her trial in Valencia.
Look, I don't know too much about the Big L yet, but why marry King Torme if she just thought of him as a trial?
Who knows? That is something only Baram would know. She did, in fact, return to the mountain as she promised, and before the Highlands embraced her, she gave me something. The single child that she bore with King Torme was the first prince of Valencia, Prince Barhan. Barhan Nesser. If Barhan ever comes looking for my memento, give him this, along with the Hillsworn name. If Barhan ever comes looking for my memento,
Jumping on the bed.
Is this the memento Queen Maruman asked you to give to Prince Barhan?
Yes, it is. It is written in Gardaka's code, the cipher of the Prophet of Valencia.
Look at these weird symbols. Twins? Love? Yeah, I've got no idea.
Prince Barhan will understand. Now let me prepare you a gift. This is a huge weight off my chest. I thought, what if I pass on before the prince comes looking for it?
Leaving so soon?
Why the long face? I'll definitely be back. I do expect a 7-citron dish spread when I return, though.
Excuse me, Pa?
Just figured you'd want to treat the future Khan to more of your overseas delicacies. Why'd you come all the way here anyway?
Moslin asked us if we would like to go see a place where people the world over gather.
Hey, you Papu chatterboxes! Let the guests go already and get back to work!
What a party pooper! Anyways, oh yeah, I have something for you. This is the citron seed for farming. It's filled with the vitality of the Mountain of Eternal Winter, so it's sure to grow well anywhere. If you enjoy it, the orchard could always use more farmers. I brought a lot of vegetables, Pa. I can't wait to eat strawberries.
Barhan, stop digging any further. Baram had no choice. Please, understand.
So guys, how about we mosey on over to Ailton?
No. We need to go complete the third trial.
Lord Jordine?
Hmm?
Thank you for helping me. Thank you so very much again.
Long ago, you were dragged off to Calpheon and made to be a fool. Think of this as recompense for not being able to protect you back then. But from this day forward, speak not my name, or the events of today will continue to haunt you. Banish all thoughts of me. It's plenty enough if only I remember.
Wow, our Dark Dandelion sure knows a lot of people. Seemed like him and that goblin go way back, didn't it?
I need none of your concern. Where do we go from here?
Over there. Trust me, the third trial is most definitely in that direction.
That's just the road to town. You're going to town, aren't you? You don't actually have any idea where the third trial is.
Yes, of course we're going to town. Oh, lovely Ailton. Surely even your demon legs must get tired.
I have no interest in sightseeing. There's no town better than Hydael anyway. Now that I think of it, I've seen our bets across the continent. How come you've never left this place?
Only those who walk the path of prophecy can leave the Highlands.
The path of prophecy. Is it some ascetic practice? As a foreigner, I can't fathom why such a law exists. That aside, aren't you the heir of the Khan? You'd think such a clean piece of parchment would hold ink better. No wiser citizen would heed your word, and that does seem to be most. You need to be disciplined in the art of kingship, as it's taught in Serendia.
Yeah, considering you just got done saying, "There's no better town than Hydael." Kind of a pot and kettle situation here, don't you think?
Read the clue about the third trial.
The third witch is Bronte, the Witch of Thunder. The molar that stewed in the furnace's fires wishes to sit atop Bronte's bolt tree.
Let us return to that farm. Marslan, was it? She'll have the answer, I'm sure of it.
Hey, have a little more faith in your companions. In 2 trials, how many times have I steered us wrong? Twice? That's nothing. Remember Professor Talbudai? The Winter Tree researcher we met at Aweena's Tale? Let's go find her. She holds a seat on the Ailton Grand Conference. But she's probably at Snowstorm Guard Post training her disciples. I mean...
To Snowstorm Guard Post it is, then.
Hey, you aiming to get chewed out? Get your act together. Like 3 mercenaries from your lot already ran off. This is a breach of contract. There's penalty fees for that sort of thing, you know.
The Manul mercenaries keep asking us for shift rotations ahead of schedule. They're shirking their responsibilities right in front of you. Are you blind? I already knew you were lacking any real wartime experience. But at least listen to those with the experience you lack, no matter how high the pay. We can't continue to work in a place like this. We quit! If you have any complaints, be sure to bring it up with Odelphin at the office. But if you want to talk with us, bring me your captain. They didn't just abandon you here while they ran off like chickens, did they?
This here's the Snowstorm Guard Post. Hired through Odelphin's mercenaries office, were ya? I'm only gonna explain the situation once, so listen up. Our mission is to defend this location from the Okjinshini. Ailton is to our backs. We're the town's last line of defense. What are Okjinshini? Well, they're creatures, to be sure. So remain vigilant.
Is such incompetence catching?
What did you say?
If you heard not, I must have spoken not. We came here looking for the winter tree researcher, Tabudai.
You scoundrel! If I wasn't on duty right now, I would have...
Are you looking to test your skills?
Tabudai is no longer here. She left the post to investigate the tree at Bronte's Bolt.
Good. We were in search of that tree ourselves. Let us head there. You, we have need of a guide.
Who gave the order to abandon your post? Are you a madman? Huh? I'm the one in charge here. You, which mercenary guild are you from? Oh ho, that attire. Any chance you're one of Billow's rookies? Do you know who I am? I'm Aijin! I was chummy with Billow's baby brother before you earned your first coin.
What's with all the ruckus? Why is Aijin blowing his top?
Oh, Gunbold! Look at these big, strong mercenaries I have brought you.
Ah, it's been a while. Still the jokester, it seems. But I did warn you. This place is dangerous. You shouldn't be here. I promised you'd be the first to know if we find any trace of the Khan. Though, while you're here, pay a visit to Temujin at the training ground. We finally got a hold of some injured winter tree spirits, but Temujin is terrified of them. It would be great if you could go over and give him a hand.
Oh, so you wrangled some up, huh? Wow. I suppose I could lend a hand. Be right back.
You scoundrel! If I wasn't on duty right now, I would have...
Lando, still a young and foolish Abetz, was naive enough to bring you here. And I don't care what you came here to do. You shall not pass. Especially if you intend to bring along Lando, the heir of our Khan. But I am the commander of this post. If you have something to say, I will listen.
As someone that bore the fangs of the lion and fought for our freedom, it pains me to see you in such a state as this. You recruit far too many mercenaries, causing them to bicker among themselves while you stand there without an inkling of concern for the infighting that ensues. You say they merely need to stand guard, but they let us in, complete strangers, without the tiniest bit of suspicion. You're so filled with fear of your enemies, you can't even imagine going to fight them on the field. How do you plan to win a war like this? Is Ailton sitting atop a gold mine, hiring all these third-rate mercenaries that enlist to do a mediocre job and collect their pay? If you've not struck gold here, then these people are being bled dry for nothing. If you too are mercenaries, then you will need to work for your money's worth.
You are 100% correct. I fully acknowledge my complete incompetence 100 times over. I guess I needn't worry about leaving Lando's life in such capable hands. Let's continue talking inside. I'll get the drinks ready. You look fairly young. Sure you're even old enough to have seen war?
Seen war? I'm constantly embroiled in it.
Oh, spoken like a commander. Leadership experience is pretty impressive for one of your age.
I apologize if I am unmoved by the praise of a third-rate commander that can't even keep a mercenary army of this size in order.
This guy's got fire in him. Once you get older, you'll learn. The world has no outcome brought about without reason. But anyway, you said you're looking for Bronte's Bolt.
We will be heading beyond it to the Mountain of Eternal Winter. We are currently undergoing the trials of the 6 witches.
Looking for the Yenix, I see. We have a saying around here. There are 4 seasons within the winter, and they revolve around the Yenix.
And you're telling me this because...
Right now, out of the 4 winters, this is the winter that courts death. Best to stay out of winters like this. I shall allow you passage to Bronte's Bolt. But there's a catch.
We are not taking Lando.
This guy, sharp as a blade he is. The Abets that once called those ruins their home gather there. Talk with them, and they will help you with your trial.
Some people claim to have seen seed-like objects blowing in the wind.
It's a big mistake to think that rationing food is an easy job. From Commander Gunbold? Phew! Well, think you can lend me a hand first? The soldier in charge of rationing just picked up and left without a word. Sheesh. I thought we were kinda close. Seems I was mistaken.
You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make for empty talk, as they say. If you can make it up this far, you must know some cooking basics. Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make for empty talk, as they say. If you can make it up this far, you must know some cooking basics. Everyone is starving.
You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Now I feel like I can survive. And wow, this tastes so much better. Did we change cooks?
Ganbold told us to ask you about Bronte's bolt. I'm truly aware of how hard it is to rebuild from utter ruin. However, I must know the details. Could you assist me?
It's such an old tale that most of them won't remember. However, forgotten tales are somewhat of a specialty of mine. Paternal Chief Records Officer at your service. A few days after the humans had left for the forbidden Black Mountain to meet the Great Founder, a new group of humans arrived and began to uproot a white tree devoid of leaves. "Why are you uprooting this tree?" Ale asked, to which the humans replied, "This lightning-struck tree was once Bronte's, the Witch of Thunder. She used it to teach us how to tear off a dragon's wings. We were grateful for her wisdom, but when storms came, lightning would set the tree ablaze. Now the witch is gone, as will we be soon, who will douse the flames that threaten to engulf our village, until all that existed here exists no more upon our return." Ale thought a moment. "There's no need to uproot the tree. We will keep it safe in your absence." But the human replied, "Would you take the witch's wisdom from us? Only we can rule over the dragons." And with that, they uprooted the tree with finality and left. But Ale couldn't stand it. Much like the dazzling light at Awena's tail, he felt the tree calling out to him, this time in painful moans. His tears began to flow, but when they hit the ground, in their place grew another tree. As for the humans' fears, well, they never came to be. After the witch's death, an eternal winter befell this place.
Then, ultimately, as soon as it rains, lightning will strike the Bronte's bolt tree.
It is nearly impossible for rain to fall there by natural means. Actually, it is impossible. But for Invish, the sage of the Abets.
Everyone, get up and head to cover! It's Professor Tabudai. She's returned with grave injury from Bronte's bolt!
Professor, you need to save your breath. The poison will... Professor, take this oak pill of flames. It will slow the spread of the poison.
Poison? The Okjinshini are using poison?
Gonbold, no. It's not the Okjinshini. It's you. From Awena's tale. Is Lando here as well? Bring him here. I have something urgent to tell him.
Look at this! It's a winter spirit! How did they catch it alive? Didn't anyone ever tell you not to build houses around sick little trees? What did you say? Professor Tabudai? Oh, okay. I'll go right now. What did you say? Professor Tabudai! Huh? What is that odious scent?
It's poison. Don't inhale too much of it. I don't have much time. Listen carefully. Tell your quick-footed friends in your fleeing fox squad, was it? Do you remember your lessons on the ecology of winter trees? It's a little matter now. There are 2 ways the winter trees survive. First, by getting carried off on the winds of Everfrost. Much like dandelion seeds, the farther the seeds travel, the stronger the mountain becomes. Second is by the Okjinchini planting them. Return, return, they sing. Planting them because they have a superstitious belief that Libresca will return when she sees the jade light of the winter tree. That's why I believed the Dreadwinter trees were also planted by the Okjinchini. However, I was wrong.
Professor, you need to save your breath. The poison will...
A monster that I've never seen was planting a seed near Bronte's bolt tree. And as soon as the seed was planted, it sprouted and grew. The very Dreadwinter trees we saw. They are using the winter trees as some sort of indicators. So we need to tell everyone in the area of the Mountain of Eternal Winter to find all the locations where the Dreadwinter trees took root. Also, get them to safety until these indicators have been analyzed.
What about the monster? Did it flee?
Probably. But it couldn't have gotten far. I bound it with the tooth of the swamp when it wounded me.
A new enemy. A new threat. Commander Gunbold, I have a proposition. First, I need you to evacuate everyone at the refugee camp to Ailton. Send your fastest men to the southern and eastern watchtowers. As for the rest of your soldiers, have them assist the villager evacuation. Then, have them all gather here and stand in formation. Unfortunately, we have zero knowledge about this new threat. But, if you focus on mustering the best defense you can here, that will allow us to go out in search of the monster. However, if we are successful in vanquishing it, then you must help us make a lightning bolt strike the Bronte's boat tree. This blood likely came from the Professor. We'll follow the trail to the monster. So this is Bronte's boat tree. Huh. The monster is definitely still close by.
Whoa. Seeing your skills up close, I was right on the mark about you. During my entire life at the bottom of this mountain, never seen the likes of... What are you doing?
I'm taking its poisonous fang. We'll surely have need of it.
Hey! What are you standing around slack-jawed for? Follow his lead! You intend to stay weak and defenseless?
I've never once seen this monster on the path of prophecy. To think that the Okchinshini weren't the ones responsible for the Dreadwinter plantings.
Commander Gunvold made us a promise that he would aid us in making lightning strike the Bronte's boat trip. Is it you? The one who will aid us with the witch's trial?
That's correct. Pardon me for the late introduction. I am Invish, the shaman of the Abets.
Evolve in